Hello friends, welcome to the channel. If today is the first time visiting with us, hello friends, welcome to the channel. If today is your first time visiting with us, I want to extend you a very warm welcome. If you have been here before but you have not subscribed, please subscribe and welcome back. If today is your birthday, happy birthday. Today we're going to tackle a very simple project, but it is a great gift and it is at the request of one of my best friends. So stick around until the end of the video to see what it is, and also watch the whole video to make sure you're going to see all our tips and tricks and exactly how we attack a project. I hope you will enjoy today's video, so we're going to see you in a moment. Alright friends, and our project for today, we need to make a display for a rolling pin. Now this is the one we have as a model. The one we're making it for is more elaborate, and it is made out of porcelain or a breakable material, and my friends wanted to be secure, wanted to be on display without the likelihood of being knocked off and be damaged. So I have decided I'm going to use those two pieces of wood that came out of our scraps. And again, while I'm going to use the one we have here as the model, this is not made for this specific one. So the next step in our design will be to prep these boards. Since this is going to be a display, we're going to prep these boards so they're going to be perfectly smooth, and we're going to do that in our jointer. When you do it more, it looks good to you.
But I want the top and bottom too.
I'm sorry?
The top and bottom needs to be smooth too, not just the edges.
This is what we're doing. We're not doing any edges right now. We're doing this surface. That's how smooth it is, and tell me if that's smooth enough.
Well, there's bumps in it. No, it's not smooth enough.
Okay, and I'm going to do the other side now. And this wood has very nice grain. And as you can see, it is very nicely and flat now. It is perfect because it's a display build. We want everything to look good, right? Mm-hmm. And let's do the smaller piece now. And this is very rough if you look at it now. So we're going to make it perfectly smooth as well. I'm sorry?
There's a little ridge in it.
Well, that's because of the knot, though.
No, it's right here.
And we're going to do the other side, even though it is not in really bad shape, but we want to make it very smooth and very nice, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right, and now let's move on to the next step.
So I just made a shape that's a little bit of a scalloped edge here. I started off by drawing freehand, and then what I decided to do, since I like this side better, I just folded the paper in half so I'll have a mirror image, and I'm going to be level at the top. So then I cut this edge out where I had drawn, and it leaves a symmetrical shape. I'm going to ignore this line that I've drawn here when I put it on the wood. And what I'm going to do is use this as a template and use my pencil to trace the shape. Make sure that it's even here. I can use this on both ends so that it is the same. So there's my shape, and I'll just do it on the other end as well.
Beautiful grain.
Okay.
What are we doing now?
We're sanding the rough edges of the scallops on each end. They are a rough cut, so we need to smooth them out.
And we're just using a sheet of sanding paper. You could use one of those spongy squares too, right?
Yeah. Doesn't need a lot.
That's okay.
Doesn't need a lot, just take some of the rough off.
So let's go to a say to 2 here. So it is about, is that at 4 and, it's not 4.5. What is it?
No, it's 4.5 from the very end.
No, I want it
I know.
from the 2.
So it's 2.25.
So we need to add 2.25 to that.
Right, so we need 4.5.
No, we need 6 something because we have to.
1, 2, 3, 4.5.
So 6.5. So what we're doing now, we want the support blocks to be about this tall. So we're going to cut one piece that is double this height. Then we're going to make a hole in the middle of this. And then, there are a lot of thens. We're going to have 2 semicircles that will allow us to rest our pin. So we have marked the middle of our piece. So this will be our 2 side pieces. And we mark the middle of the board widthwise, which is right there. And now we're going to use a Forstner bit. And the good thing about the Forstner bit is we can center it exactly in our middle.
Almost all the way through.
Almost all the way, yeah. Well, actually, let's do it this way so it will be. Okay, we'll have to do that because it escaped me. So now we have our hole. I'm going to run it through our planer one more time because we did a little bit of the drill bit escaped me, so it did a little bit of damage here, and we want this to look perfect, unlike our normal products. But I like little imperfections. So we're going to go back and do that now. Okay. So 2 passes on our planer, and this is now perfect. My little mistake there is erased. And you're not going to tell anyone, right? Alright, so now we'll continue on and tell you what we're going to do next.
Tell them.
No, I need to clean. So now we take our support piece and put it flush with our base because we need to find out the correct way to actually center it. And we got lucky and it's exactly 2 inches from this edge. So for this to be centered side to side, will have to be 1 inch. And then we're going to have to decide how much in will be from here, right? But that will probably be determined by the actual machine. No machine, the roller.
Rolling pin.
The rolling pin. I have to get my kitchen terms correct. All right.
And it is in fact a kitchen and not a chicken.
I didn't say chicken.
Not this time.
Why are you harassing me?
That's what I'm here for. Camera and harass. Has to be right in the middle, honey, because they're even.
What do you think I'm trying to do?
Well, it's not in the middle. That's what I'm saying.
Everyone is a critic.
No. You want my help?
I want your help.
All right, then. I'm going to tell you when it's not in the middle.
All right. All right, so we've made sure that our blade, because this is a fairly wide curved blade, is going to cut through this line. And we're going to just back it off, turn the saw on. Oh, the saw needs to be plugged in. Perfect.
To
Now,
your right.
we want that, let's see, which side of the line we need to be. We need to be on that side of the line to be the same. See? So, we need to be there.
Just offset to your right.
And now we have our two pieces. And the whole idea, kind of like a dried run, it's going to be like this. And where is it? Perfect, right? So the only other thing we need to do is now decide what the distance this will be. What the distance this will be, I cannot speak English. So we're going to calculate that. Does that look good to you?
Well, I think that we need to center the rolling pin and then put these under the most narrow part. Not the widest, like not out here. It should be under the most narrow part of the handle.
But we also want to make it as we don't know exactly the size that the pin will connect. We want to make it so it will be able to accept more than one size.
And it will be able to. It will be able to, but...
Okay, 3.5. So we're going to connect them both at 3.5. Remember that. Okay, good. So we don't want this harsh edge here. This is our top. So we're going to use an emoji bit on our router table and put all around this piece a nice finished detail. Now, because this is our top and we're on a router table, we need to put actually our top down, right?
Top down.
Top down. And usually I will be on that side, but because we're filming now, I'm going to be behind it. Actually, no, because then I won't know what direction I'm doing and I can do damage.
Just straight places.
Well, be careful. And this is loud, I'm sorry. And we have a very nice little finish, right? I'm going to knock a little bit with a soft. You want me to run it over again, or you want to use a sandpaper? I mean, you know, it's not bad. It just has a couple of.
No, we can knock it the same.
All right. So this is the strength of a router table. As you can see, we made a very nice finished edge.
Tilt it down a little bit. There you go.
And we can follow all the edges. I mean, if you can see here, we can follow all our edging and everything is perfect.
Okay.
Right? Now here you could use other beads as well. We chose to use a very soft bead, kind of understated. But you can make any kind of finish edge you want. That is the advantage of having a router with plenty of router beads. But now we're ready, I think, to move into the final assembly.
So we said our distance in from the end needs to be 3.5. And then our distance from each side needs to be 1 inch.
And we're going to do the same thing on the other side, right?
Mm-hmm.
return, you want to mark them, and then let's put the roller on and make sure that that's what we want, because we're getting ready to attach them permanently. There. Yep, I think that's good. What do you think?
Mm-hmm.
And again, you can see our little detail there. All right. So now we need to glue it. Put some glue.
Yes, I will put some glue.
I have opened it. It's ready to pour. Fantastic. Little kid. You think we should throw a couple of brad nails?
Probably. But not until these dry.
The whole idea is for the brad nails to hold it as a clamp,
Well, it's not
so we can finish it.
gonna move, because we're not gonna move it till this dries.
Put the thing on for some weight. And now we're going to wait for a little bit and come and finish it.
It's actually making them lean right now.
What do you mean make them lean?
Because they're not flat.
They are flat.
These are not
Oh.
flat, and so it was making them lean out. Can't have that there, but we could put something else on top that is flat. I don't know what.
And this is our temporary clamping position. Again, we're going to let the glue dry for a little bit, and then we are going to use some brads to strengthen it. And in the meantime, we might actually start the staining process. We'll see. Alright friends, and this is the final product. It has a very nice detail, as you saw that we did with the router. The legs are attached, and we hold them just with two brads for the only purpose of staining it, which is our next step. Now you can leave it like this, and as you know, I do prefer to leave things in this shape, but it was asked by a friend, and the friend wants it in a dark finish, so we're going to finish it for our friend. But also, this is the basic construct for any display. In this case, we made it to display a kitchen roller pin, yes?
Rolling pin.
Rolling pin. But you can use the same, you can make this as a base for all kinds of different displays. So stick around. The last thing we're going to do with this is actually stain it, and we're going to show you a little bit of that process, and then we're going to conclude today's episode. So stick around to see the absolute finished product.
I'm gonna have to buy some more of this stain. It's been our favorite.
Your favorite.
And it's done. This stain is no good. So, next.
Okay. So we decided to burn the base because it's going on the kitchen, and then we're going to use some linseed oil on the finish to make it a little sunnier. Sunnier, lighter.
Shinier, brighter, prettier.
Yeah. that's very pretty. One of the neat things about burning something is how nicely it brings out the wood, right? The grain of the wood.
Okay, so we've got the burning all finished, and now we just really like to seal the wood with something that's going to protect it, not just the wood itself, but the finish, and keep dust off and whatever might happen in a kitchen. So I'm just using a little grapeseed oil, and it's going to give it a little bit of a shiny finish.
The only downside of using oil is that you have to repeat it once a year. But it provides very good protection against water, which is great in a kitchen, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it is also a very
natural
and safe for the kitchen. Not that you will eat out of this, but if you were to make a bowl or something, that is a good finish that both waterproofs and beautifies the room. You can probably just pour some oil on it.
It's soaking it in.
Well, yeah, it was dry wood that we got burned, You can use any oil you want. Typically on woodworking products we use linseed oil, boiled linseed oil. You can use coconut oil. I wouldn't use olive oil because of its slipperiness, is that the word? But you can see how beautiful this is made. We decided to move away from stain, which was our original thought. But I guess you could still stain it if you so choose, right?
Mm-hmm. Good. Don't need to, but you could.
And I kind of like how burning the wood brings all the grain out better than any stain or any other finish, really. Do you think we're done?
Almost. here.
It is definitely signing up. I don't think you need to do the back.
I'm going to do the back. Once over.
Humans. But you can see how nicely this is getting finished now. Beautiful. Alright friends, and this is our finished product, and we believe it can actually fit the variety of standard or available rolling pins in the market. Would you agree with that?
Mm-hmm.
And if you cannot, of course you can adjust it. If you have a specific one, a very big one, a really small one, you can adjust the design. Again, the basic idea of how to display something is shown in this video. So you can take this idea and change it. And if you do, we would love to see a video of what you have done with this concept. But we are very pleased with this. I think it's a very nice looking display piece. What are your thoughts?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's really beautiful.
It turned out very nice. Like every project, when you finish it, I would change a couple of things, but nothing major. But I'm very pleased with how it came out. Alright friends, thank you for watching our show today. And I hope you did enjoy it. If you enjoyed it, learned something from it, and found it useful, please hit that like button. It really means a lot to us. If you didn't, the other button works as well. Share, like, and subscribe. We really appreciate your support. And continue visiting our channels every Wednesday and Sunday to see what projects and what ideas and what tips and tricks we have in store for you. From the Garage Wizard, Mrs. Wizard, and the Urban Homesteading channel, we bid you a great week.